Hi guys, Love Fun 175 here, aka Shanna, and I'm here with another webcam report from yours truly. And before I start this month's webcam report, I would like you to know that if you hear fans blowing in the background, I'm really sorry for that. It's just that it's hot when I'm recording this, I think, and I'm trying to turn the fans on to keep cool. And the reason you see me for my dark appearance because the blinds that I usually open up just to see me is hot, so I don't want to open the blinds like I usually do. And I got this cup of water to keep me cool, so it's kind of refreshing. Hey, water is good for you. So, anyway, I got 3 news to share with you throughout May. So, without further ado, I'll get started. The Kentucky Derby, one of the most lavish horse races in sports history. Dating back in 1875, it was the biggest celebration in all of Kentucky. From the mid-julep, which is a traditional drink in all of the Kentucky Derby, to fashionable springtime wear. It was also the first races of the Triple Crown. It was also called the Run of the Roses. Only one horse who crosses the finish line gets a chance to race for the Triple Crown and reigns supreme in all thoroughbred racing. And unlike any other sport, there hasn't been any adjustments or disqualifications since. Until today. The Kentucky Derby starts off, for the third time this year, wet and rainy, and anyone who attended did their best to keep dry and carry on, which doesn't make sense. Only 2 horses were out of the race this year due to health reasons. Maximum Security was their favorite to win the Kentucky Derby out of all the other horses in the world. The other placed their bets on Win 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 and Master Fencer, the first racehorse who came all the way from Japan. After they sang the national anthem and their state, My Old Kentucky Home, it was time for the race to begin. The track conditions were sloppy from all the rain, but the horses didn't mind at all. After the gates were open, Maximum Security got a head start on the race. He swerved left and right, passing all the other horses behind him. Meanwhile, another horse named Country House had broken from the rail and settled into mid-pack of the horses, trying to get into the lead. It was close to Maximum Security when one of the horses veered out of position and was carried wide by War Will. He could not catch up to Maximum Security and finished in second place. Maximum Security thought he won the Kentucky Derby and the chance to compete for the Triple Crown, but the jockeys at Country House and Long Range Toddy called the race unfair and filed an objection to the results. The race officials checked the playback video to see if there's any rules broken during the race. They soon found out that Maximum Security impeded 3 other horses by swerving way too far to the right, causing them to slow down. After 22 minutes of reviewing the race, the officials rescinded Maximum Security's first place win and was disqualified. They gave the first place win to Country House. It was the first time in 145 years of Derby history to disqualify a horse for impediment. In 1968, just days after the race, Dancer Image got his first place taken away after they found out he was tested positive for illegal medication. Bill Mott, who was the trainer for Country House, commented that it was bittersweet to win a race in such a manner, even though it was normally a routine manner to disqualify a horse for such an accident. It was full well wishes all around after the Duke and Duchess of Sussex announced that they were having a baby last fall. During their trip to Australia, Duchess Meghan had to wear overgrown clothes and hold her foot in a certain way to hide her baby bump. But as the months go by, she is proud to show it with her top-of-the-line maternity clothes. There were lots of plans to get ready for the new bundle of joy, one of which is finding a new place to live. Prince Harry announced that they're moving out of Kensington Palace and into Frogmore Cottage inside Windsor Castle. Some people rumored that the reason for this move is due to the falling out between the Duke and Duchess of Cambridge, which I still don't believe it. They even made their own Instagram account and shared their adventures with other things to the world. The Duke and Duchess of Sussex are primarily well known for breaking tradition and to break free of all normalities of the monarchy. So to do just that, the Duke and Duchess announced that the baby will be born in private and away from all the cameras and media, and that will be announced through Instagram, and Duchess Meghan took a maternity leave of absence before the baby is about to be born. Meanwhile, many of the news media wait around Windsor Castle, knowing that the baby of Sussex will come at any day, and fans of the royals place bets on baby names while they wait. The suspense was killing them by each passing day. Finally, on early Monday morning, Duchess Meghan was in labor. And according to sources, she either had a home birth as planned or went to a different hospital. The baby was born around 5:26 Britain time. Later in the day, the news of Duchess Meghan going into labor and having a baby a few minutes later was heard around the world, and the announcement broke on Instagram that it was a boy. Later, Prince Harry came out and said that he was over the moon for this new bundle of joy and can't wait to show him soon. 2 days later, the proud parents came out with their new son. He was sound asleep throughout the 3-minute meeting. One interviewer wanted to see what he looks like, so Prince Harry carefully showed his face, and Duchess Meghan thanked everyone for the well wishes. After their intimate appearance, they met with the Queen to let her meet her 8th great-grandchild. The Duke of Edinburgh and the Duchess's mom, now a grandmother, were also there to see him. The baby was given the name Archie Harrison Mountbatten Windsor. The name Archie means bold and brave, Harrison means son of Harry, and Mountbatten Windsor was named into both sides of the family. He was the first half-American and multiracial baby in the British monarchy, a US-UK citizen, and 7th in line for the British throne. In Colorado, a school shooting occurred at a K-12 school, which is miles away from Columbine High School, the same school where a mass shooting took place 20 years ago. The history of that terrible day would repeat themselves enough for one brave student. It all took place at STEM School Highlands Ranch, where students K-12 attended. At 1:53 p.m., 2 perpetrators entered the school carrying handguns and other weapons. They opened fire in several locations around the school. One shooter targeted the high school side, while the other targeted the middle school side. The school conducted a lockdown, and the sheriff's office in Colorado issued a warning via Twitter to avoid the area. The police came to the scene of the attack. According to one student, a shooter allegedly put out a gun and yelled to the frightened students, "Nobody move." Suddenly, one brave student and 2 other seniors lunged at the gunman and pinned him against the wall. He fired several shots as he struggled with him. The brave student was fatally shot in the process, while he shot the other 2 as well. The 2 gunmen was taken into custody. According to investigation, one of the gunmen was the 16-year-old transgender boy. Only 8 people suffered non-threatening injuries and 1 person died trying to stop the gunman. President Trump issued a statement on Twitter thanking first responders for bravely intervening. The White House Deputy Press Secretary, Judge Deere, issued a statement saying, "Our prayers are with the victims, family members, and all those affected." And Republican Senator Cory Gardner stated that the safety and cover of our schools should never be taken away. Sorry about that. The shooter at STEM school was a far cry from what happened 20 years ago, when the shooting took place at Columbine High School, taking the lives of 13 people and making this the worst tragedy in U.S. history. And one brave student who was a resident at this school took a stand and risked his life to save others in trouble. And I guess that's it. So, what do you think about my Webcam report? If you like, please leave a comment down below and let me know. Don't forget to like me, subscribe me, and visit me on Twitter and Facebook in the description down below. So, I'll guess that's it. Before I go, let me get another drink of water. Still refreshing. So I'm gonna go. Until next month, I'm Lava175, aka Shanna, and I'll see you later.